is elusive, right?
Hmm.
Not most of us are like you just said, they live beyond their means. People are not going most people don't make six figures. You're not
Right.
going out there to find a seven-figure person. And so you're gonna struggle one way or the other and you pick your struggle.
Yeah, but with that
And
being said, it's still that the same mindset is there, by most. You know what I mean? Like I like to think that good women like yourself, y'all kind of project their energy on, you know what I mean, how it should be as opposed to how it is, and how it really is, what I mean, men are kind of looked at as far as kind of what they can bring to the table. It's just what it is. And men have accepted that. You know what I mean? We hear women say, "Oh, it's not about the money and things like that," but you don't want to. Most women are not don't want the fry cook,
okay,
regardless
and
of
most
how,
men
I'm
don't
saying?
want and most men don't want, and this is I'm gonna keep this real, whatever it is, whatever your preference is on how a female looks, you want that. And that is the honest to God truth. You'll pass up a good woman with her head on her shoulders who's not a gold digger
Mm,
for a fat ass in like 2 seconds. Like I can go out and say those type of things as well. As much as you say that women want providers and men that got deep pockets, y'all want bad women with bad asses and all this other like
yeah,
no,
they want them to
right? Like you
smash
want that
though.
too. As okay, and you want that to smash, and we want a man with deep pockets to survive. It's the same shit. So it
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
one doesn't make it better because you have a
no,
different
I
preference.
agree. I'm not, and that's not my angle on it. I'm just trying to illustrate the fact that,
Well, it cost.
what I
That's what I'm
mean?
saying. Each one is his poison. It costs. So if you want that woman who looks that certain way, then you probably gonna have to spend that money, right? And if he want and if she wants that man that got them deep pockets, then you probably gonna have to do X, Y, and Z.
You're
It's the
gonna have to look
same
a certain
thing,
way. Yeah.
right?
Right. Right.
It's the
No, I
same
totally
thing.
agree. I totally agree. But no, that just was kind of like, just to prove the point.
That
Uh
people are superficial.
yeah, most definitely. People most definitely are superficial. And that's just what it is, man. Like
They
men
are.
and women.
They
Men
are.
and women. When it come down to it. That's why I said at the end of the day, a broke man ain't making a woman happy long term. It ain't happening. Not it's possible, but is it probable? Nah.
It's possible if he
Right.
doesn't have a broken
We gotta
mentality.
put on the diaper to make the situation work. It's like, we gotta put the caveats on it. Where he gotta,
No,
right.
but
Look
but
at
listen
Goddess. Look
though.
at Goddess in the
Uh
comment. Good
but
D. He gotta be a good looker. He gotta, you know what I mean?
no,
He
no,
gotta
no,
do all
but
this.
that's the
Most
same
men
thing with the
don't.
long pockets though. It's the same thing because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how deep your pockets are. That does not mean you're
That's
keeping
true.
that good woman. Like it doesn't matter. You can be the richest man and look at all the billionaires. We'll talk about billionaires who are the 0.5%. They're not even a percent. They're probably 0.05% of people divorced, lonely, single, multiple baby mamas. And they're right, like it's the same thing.
Right. So if they can't
There's
make
no difference.
a woman happy,
But
ain't
but but
nobody
going
gonna
by
make a
your but
woman
going by
happy,
what
man.
you're saying though, the truth of the matter is actually
It's visible.
broker people do make the women happier because the billionaires there's such a they and if it were true what you were saying the money is actually the thing they would divorce at lower rates and all those other things and they don't.
Well,
The more money, more problems. Like they actually don't stay together longer. They have multiple wives, right? Like it's the truth. People who are actually broker tend to stay together longer.
SV, the topic was, and y'all can chime in too. Shout out to Rello, G Code. The topic was, can a broke man make a woman happy in a relationship? Long term, not just for no, quick visit, long term.
It's really on the characteristics of the woman.
But I'm
Hmm.
saying though, if
And
we
what
gotta
she
say,
want, what she looking for, how she was raised.
but we gotta throw the caveats on there. How many women would be, fit in that category? You see what I'm saying?
A lot of women, because there's a lot of people out here. Again, like I said, when you look at the statistics, the millionaire they don't have longer marriages. People with money don't have longer marriages than non people with non money. So clearly, that shows that people actually do settle for broke people Not I don't want to say settle. I didn't mean settle in that word, but people do actually get with people who have a lower financial status than themselves and make it work.
I mean, yeah, that's a fact. Because then a lot of times people come from the bottom, come from nothing and have something. Not all the time, because everybody don't make it.
So I kind of think that when people are within a financial challenge, right? When a woman accepts a man, say if she's more on a higher standard financially than a man, is other stuff that takes place that substitutes the financial part of it. And that's why some relationships thrive in that situation. You know, um, trauma bonding is a real thing. A lot of relationships and a lot of functional marriages, a lot of people start at that point. Like it was a trauma and they bonded, they got together, they went over it, and they're together. You know, so that's a real thing. So all that is to take under consideration. But in this day and age, and how things are set up financially, it's challenging enough being single. I'm not saying to not date somebody with money, but usually that's something that that's a aspect. That's something that like a standard. Comfortability. Being comfortable. Me myself, I personally, I wouldn't date a guy that doesn't have any type of income because I know my needs, and that's stress, and that's a lot on me. If you're at a point as a woman that you're already obtaining or in the process of obtaining your goals, you want somebody that's going to help you with it, in a sense. And it's not always a financial thing, but the financial aspects of it is a buffer to what you go through for the day to day. So yeah, I believe a man should have a certain standard for himself before he would approach a woman to be in a relationship. You know, now love is love, and attraction is attraction. So you'll meet a man that's not quite there yet. I call those type of people 50 percenters, literally. So you take somebody at a 50% point and you're accepting him. There's nothing wrong with it. People get married, they stay married for the longest times doing it, you know. But at the end of the day, it's still work, a lot of work that you got to put into it. Not saying if you come in and you already have money, like Nikki was saying, it's a lot of people that's established that meet each other. Not saying that they don't have work to go through and things like that, but it's a different type of work. They might got to overcome some emotional issues. They might got to overcome mental issues. Regardless of whatever, a new relationship is a new relationship. You got to grow within that relationship. But the thing about it financially, that's things that can be fixed prior to effect. It really can. Like a man can sit there and get himself to a certain point. Some women take men,
Can
long
we
as he
agree?
long as he got a job. Long
Can
as he got
we?
a job.
But I'm saying, can we agree that the money? Because Nikki had made some valid point. All right, and I think Goddess and there's more people in the comments, that made a valid point of the money, it's not gonna cover that. Even Rello was, I think, kind of going in that area or whatever about how the money ain't gonna, but you gotta look at it from this perspective, ladies. The money will get him in the door because if he's this great guy, but he the fry cook, that's not getting him in the door. You know what I'm saying?
I,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand this. Like I'm gonna be real. I don't know, but and I could be a rarity. I'm gonna keep that real with myself. But
You are one of the rarities.
I'm
You
just
thinking
imagining
about
though. Let's imagine that I can take care of myself and I'm doing very well. I can take care of another person. I could
Mhm.
take like I have enough to sustain two people, right? And be comfortable doing everything that I want to do with another person. And I'm sitting at the bar or wherever I'm sitting and I meet this guy and he's picking up an order. I don't know, whatever he's doing. And we spark a conversation and we are actually vibing and stuff like that. And I'm assuming, I don't know, what do you like? What is the circumstance? I don't know where he lives. I don't know anything, but you're saying a broke guy. And I'm trying to contextualize this and see what that means. Because if this person doesn't have bad characteristics, I don't know
He's
why
in
he's
his
broke. I have
forties, but he's
zero
a fry
clue.
cook. He's in
Like
his 40s, but he's a fry cook.
Okay, so there we go. He got a job. He has some
He probably make
responsibility.
he make about 13 an hour or something
All
on
right, he make
side.
$13 an hour, and he got a job. He like his job. He seems like he's, I don't know, does he live on his own? Whatever. He has a job though. He has a responsibility. He has something, and there is something that attracts me to him. He has good conversation. I am really like, if I don't recommend anyone, man or woman, if you can't take care of somebody else in a relationship and help them along, then that's you. That's your bad management. You're not making the right decision here. But if I can take care of myself, if I could take care of him, he has a job, he has something he likes, and we vibe. What is the like? I don't.
Because
What is the problem?
it's not that
Most
it's a problem,
most
Nikki.
women ain't
But I'm
don't
sorry,
want
Donna.
I just wanted to say that real quick. I mean, but most women not gonna be that commendable when it comes to, you know what, I make this amount of money and this is what I bring to the table, right? You
See,
know,
but you shouldn't. That's not even. Why are you leading with that? Like,
no,
yo, if
because
it's
you
like,
gotta
yo,
go
I can't go to this restaurant
because
because
it
X,
kind of
Y, Z. All right, okay, you can't go to that restaurant. You know who had an issue with this? I saw him do an interview. Nick Cannon had an issue with Mariah Carey being more famous than him and making more money. He finally admitted after all of these years he couldn't handle being Mr. Mariah Carey is what he couldn't handle. And all this is out of his mouth. All she wanted was love and to be loved. That's all she wanted. She didn't have no expectation, no nothing. And so I think what really happens is, like, I just want to know, like, I don't know the statistics, but women, and you're tell me that you wouldn't talk to them, but I think honestly, if somebody came to you, what I run into the problem is that the man has the problem with it. They have the insecurity, they have the ego, they have the whatever it is, and then they try to do all these other things that they can't do to live up to some imagination in their mind when that's not really what it is. You have the problem because I have to pay for it because I want to go to this restaurant, but I want to pay for both of us to go. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, Nikki. So let me tell you, like, a man is a man at the end of the day, right? Just like we are women at the end of the day, and there's no like going in between it. You know what I'm saying? So a man knows he's a man, and it's certain things men are really ordained to do,
no,
ordained.
see, I hear you on that, but I don't
You know
believe
what I'm
that.
saying? So
So I
it's
don't
not.
believe that.
All right, so you okay? So you could not believe it, but that be the issue. That's
But
the
see, that's
that
like
would be
saying white
issue. That
people
be
are
the
because
issue right
at
ordained.
the
there.
end of the
White
day,
people are ordained to be
at the
white
end of the day,
supremacists.
Nikki,
They're
that
not
man is
ordained.
the man is not a female. The man is not supposed to be like. It's okay to help your man. Is your man if he's your man?
You're not ordained to pay for something because you're a
No,
man.
I'm not saying it that simple. You hearing it simply. I'm saying it like, but the fact is, the bottom line. That's the
Is that
problem.
we
That
teach
that
them
that be the,
ego.
a man knows. Like a man know when he go out and cheat that he doing something wrong. A
Okay, but
man know
that's not the same
if my
thing.
woman it is if my woman is doing all this and all that and I got the capability. I'm an able bodied person to work and make money and I'm
He
the
was
best.
working though. That's what he just
A
said. He
man
was working.
knows that. You understand what I'm
He was
saying?
working though. He was working.
Yeah,
I
He
but
was
mean,
working
you
as
you
a
looking
fry
at it
cook.
more so nigga, what I'm kind of gathering from is what I kind of hear a lot. And it's more so looking at it from the world view of you in the man of partners, right? And you know, whatever he lacking, you ain't got. But see, men don't look at it that way. You know
Okay,
what I
so what
mean?
about a man who just got out of prison? He got out of federal prison. Cannot do any of these jobs, and he went to prison when he was young. He has a felony. He has multiple felonies. He is not going to ever be able to be a six-figure, high-paying man unless he has his own business. But he has this mind set about. He went as a child. You're literally telling me that because of some biology, he is just never ever going to be able to get over the fact that I fucked up. I'll only make $15 an hour, and oh well, I'm a man and I can't do it, so I'll never be able to
no,
get that
I'm not.
woman.
I'm not saying it's not that simple. You ask what to read why they feel the way they feel.
But what you're assuming is that men feel
I'm
that
not
way, and they
assuming
don't. They're taught
it's
that though.
Yeah,
That's
it,
thank
all right.
socialization.
Sean just
So
said it in the comments. You see what Sean just said in the comments? It's like you opening his car door and putting your coat over puddle so he can walk on. In a sense,
Because he happens to have felonies and can't make more than $15 an hour, that makes him effeminate.
No, it's not that, Nikki. It's not that. So what I'm saying is, the reason why men feel the way they feel, if they have a woman, right, and say, all right,
It's
you're in a
because y'all
relationship.
women out there making them feel like they have to be those
You're in a
things, and they
relationship.
don't.
You're in a relationship with somebody. You don't have no problems helping this person out. Like no problems, and that's fine. They'll appreciate you. They'll love you. They'll like everything for you because you're helping them, right? But at the end of the day, right, it's certain things that they're supposed to do on their own. Just like when you have a baby and your baby learn how to walk, right? And then the baby walking and he stumble. You go help him the first time. You go help him the
Maybe
second time.
if you're
Like,
gonna go there, it's a lot of stuff women supposed to do too.
yeah, I'm not saying that.
But,
I'm
but
not
what
saying
she's
that we're
talking
not.
about is
I'm not
that
saying
because
that we
she's
don't.
saying that
I'm not saying
inherently,
that I'm not saying that either. I said it goes both ways, but she asked
but a
why
man
they
can
feel the
be
way they feel.
self-sufficient. It doesn't come with a dollar amount, though. I'm not negating
I'm
what
not
you're
saying
saying.
I'm not saying put an amount like a man's supposed to make such and such amount a year. Every man is different.
But
what
he's
they
not.
have-
He doesn't
but
have to
what
make
they
more
have-
than you.
Every
He
man is
doesn't have
different.
to make more than you, though.
I didn't say he has to, Nikki. What I'm saying, every man is different, but what they have in common is the things that they know that what makes them men.
And what you know is what you're socialized.
So
Being
No,
making more money.
men are supposed to be
At the same time,
Making more money doesn't make you.
you
it's
Making
not
more money
making
than a
more
woman
money.
doesn't make you a man.
I never
if
said
you're
making more
expecting a
money,
man to
Nikki.
do all these things traditionally, and then you coming in a relationship with maybe kids, that's ain't that something that's way off balance now?
Yeah. But see, that's the thing though, right? That's an example of the flip side, right? But we gotta realize that just like that man, he has to understand that whatever he did to get where he was at, the felonies or whatever, where he's making that 15, there's a certain level of accountability that he has to accept, and there is pride and integrity when in a relationship, when dealing with a woman. Of course, I'm gonna accept my woman's help if it's genuine and things like that. But a man typically, he's not, he's not looking at his woman to be his partner, is what I was saying. It's more so of there are things that you're better at. Give break, look, give break. It's more so things that you as a woman are gonna be better at, and there's things that he's gonna be better at, right?
That's the definition of partnership, though.
Well, I mean,
So you're not in a partnership, you're in a
it's
relationship, Nikki.
Well, that's
yeah,
why
it's a
y'all not.
relationship.
This is
Yeah,
why
but
all this generation is
you're in a-
failing because y'all
that's
over
what-
here
that's
being
why a
like,
lot
we're
of
not in a
women-
partnership.
No, you're not in a partnership. It's a relationship.
Well, that's why all the relationships are failing right now. That's the mindset right there.
Well,
We're not in a partnership.
That's why they're
That's
failing
why.
because that's why they're failing because too many women think that they're partners they think I'm a partner, I'm an equal to my man.
That's not what partner means. Y'all don't know the definition
Partner-
of relationship or
A partner,
partnership.
a partner is an equal, just like
No, that's not.
Rilla
That's
would
not-
be my
and
partner.
I want to emphasize on what King's saying. He's not
equal.
saying that one is higher than the other. It's just different designated things that's supposed to go on. It's a relationship, not a
That's
partnership.
a partnership too. You could
Okay,
be in
but-
a partnership.
Y'all
you
might
equal?
share some things.
Okay,
Y'all
so-
say
oh
y'all
my
bought a house
God.
together or own a business.
So,
That's
ladies,
the
oh my
partnership,
God.
but that's not the relationship.
Are you
Oh
equal
my
to your
God.
man?
I
Are
can't
you
right
and your
now.
man equals?
Yeah, nobody's gonna be equal.
Partnership does not mean equal, though. I don't know why you think that.
Yeah, that's not. You can have a partnership and not be equal. It's just you just partnered up to do something.
That's really all. Partnership doesn't mean equal. How are you not a partner in a relationship?
I mean,
Yeah, it's
I would like to think
they go
that-
hand in hand. They go hand in hand.
Is roles in a successful relationship. You know what I mean? Like, y'all believe in the hierarchy order, or whatever, God, man, woman, and child. That tells us it's an order.
I know you don't believe in that hierarchy when you're in a old person's home and your children have to come in there and take care of you because you didn't run out of money or you don't have no social security or you wearing diapers. I bet you that hierarchy goes out of order then, and your children are there helping you. I bet you when your house is about to foreclose because something happened in your life and your children are blessed to be doing better than you and they help you with that bill. I bet y'all don't believe in that hierarchy then.
I mean,